Yo, let's talk about skateboarding. It's a large community of people doing a sport they all enjoy. Be it if you think it's a fun and great way to vent energy, or a dangerous sport full of druggies. Whatever you think, they're there doing what they enjoy. Now, I'm going to talk about the history of skateboarding in America. And I'm specifically parting it up kind of like a Shakespearean play to make it more interesting in three acts with what made a skater and what made the skateboard. A skateboarder is someone who puts effort into skateboarding. Just because you ride one doesn't mean you are one. You need to let yourself be accepted into the community of skating. But what about the skateboard itself? Well, there are a lot of different ways it came about, mainly based on where you were. In California, it is believed that surfers, when the waves were not high, they put skate wheels on planks of wood. In places without waves, people took box scooters and took the handles off. What companies came about when skaters started popping up? Vans was one of the first to start making skate shoes that were easier to skate with. Board clothing brands like Zumi started to appear to give them a more fashionable appearance when skating. This became a thriving community almost immediately compared to other extreme sports. The people in the skating community, unlike popular belief, is a very accepting one. Most people are really chill and nice, like the interviewees I interviewed. A lot of people see him as rascals that does drugs so their bones are made of meth, but the media only shows the bad that could happen. Put a false spotlight on the subject. I mean, wouldn't be the first time. The few bad skaters are making everyone look bad, which really hurts the community, which in turn makes the city not want to do anything for them and the people not support the changes that need to happen because they see them as bad people. What is your view on how do you feel outside people, like people that aren't skaters, view actual skaters?
Um, that's kind of tough. I think now it's better than it was a decade and a half ago, 2 decades ago. Partially because longboarding has become a bigger thing. People see it now more as a mode of transportation than it is a way for bad kids to do bad things and get away quickly or something.
So it's definitely improved since the later years.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like people are much more accepting and welcoming of skateboarding. I think that's also maybe partially to do with the fact that street skating isn't as popular anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So people aren't hitting spots that are illegal to be at, and yeah, so maybe people just don't have a reason to be mad at skateboarders anymore. But yeah, I think it's good. I think it's positive, and it's been a positive change over the last few years.
From the video, you can see that over time it's just improved the way that people see skaters slowly but surely because they've stopped doing all the things they used to do that made it seem so bad. Now they're just going to skate parks because they're being made better because the cities are putting more money into it. They're not hitting private property anymore, like he said in the interview. At the start, they were seen as druggies, vandalists. People would see a skater and yell at them and say that they are horrible people, and it turns a lot of people away from the sport. Now people have seen what they're really like and how supportive they can be, and they now support the sport. It's a slow progress, but they are making progress. But there is always some truth in stereotypes. At the in the beginning, it was druggies and vandals, but when it started getting traction, it started to die out. But people have just stuck with the idea, and it hindered a lot of skaters from going in thinking it's bad. But I mean, over time, it has gotten better. We've gotten a lot of new people. I love the community of skateboarding, how supportive it is, how friendly everyone is, and how much people outside is now supporting it. It's cool, something you don't see very often. It's very nice to see other people supporting it and people inside the community supporting it. It's just great.